Today's journey on the Grand Line takes us into uncharted waters as we unravel the enigma of Logia-type Devil Fruit awakenings. We have seen the inherent abilities of the Paramecia and Zoan-type Devil Fruits, but the mystery surrounding the awakening of Logia remains obfuscated. We can only view the clever little details left by Ochito Ora to make a conjunction of what it could be and how it could be. Alright, by now we understand how incredibly powerful eating one of these devil fruits can make the user. Other than sacrificing your ability to swim, some of these users end up with abilities beyond imagination. We've got three types: Zoan, Paramecia, and the elusive Logia. So far, we've witnessed a few different types of Zoan types: Zoan, Ancient Zoan, and Mythical Zoan. All Zoan abilities can turn you into animals or animal-human hybrids. Paramecias are a mixed bag, offering all sorts of bizarre powers. But Logias, these fruits have reigned supreme until the introduction of Haki, of course, which since then has proven to be a much-needed adversary to the once untouchable Logia users. These fruits transform you into natural elements like fire, lightning, gas, ice, or even light itself. Ace's Flame Fruit and Enel's Rumble Fruit are classic examples. Getting to grips with these will help us unlock the secrets of Logia awakenings. Let's get a closer look at what we've seen so far with Zoan and Paramecia awakenings, where the extraordinary becomes even more so. First up, Zoan types. These fruits transform users into animals or hybrid beasts. An awakened Zoan, like what we've seen with the Jailer Beasts in Impel Down, means a colossal boost in strength, endurance, and recovery speed. They're practically unstoppable juggernauts. Our latest characters that we've seen achieve Zoan awakening have been Lucci's, Yamato, and Luffy. From what we've seen, all Zoan awakenings seem to manifest this cloudy ring around them that resembles a sort of mythical god. And for some reason, when these characters tap into this awakening, the users seem to flip-flop between the personality of the Devil Fruit itself. Like how we've seen Lucci take on this more sinister, bloodlusting savage who wastes no time eliminating his opponents. Or how Luffy takes on this absurdly wacky, goofy persona of this incredibly creative and resourceful personality who uncontrollably laughs at everything he does. These dormant personalities seem to be a characteristic of Zoan awakening specifically. This kinda makes you wonder about what Vegapunk said while he let us in on a little secret pertaining to the origins of Devil Fruits. He mentioned that Devil Fruit users tap into abilities and desires that exist on different dimensions. Wild. Paramecia fruits, the most eclectic bunch, leads to some wild awakenings, like we've seen from Paramecia users like Don Flamingo, Law, Katakuri, Kid, and Luffy. Their awakenings have been shown to go from allowing the users to manipulate objects and living things to transforming and terraforming entire areas into their domain. These awakenings don't just enhance abilities, they expand the user's influence, merging them with their surroundings. This profound environmental control hints at what Logia awakenings could be, a transformation from controlling elements to embodying them, fusing the user's essence with their power in unimaginable ways. So, what's the deal with Logia awakenings? We know Logia users are formidable, having the power to transform into, create, and control elements. Take Crocodile, for instance. He doesn't just play with sand, he conjures sandstorms. And Aokiji, turning seas into his personal ice sculpture gallery? But imagine, just for a second, a Logia awakening pushing this beyond our wildest dreams. We're talking about users not just using their elements, but embodying them, becoming the very essence of their power. A Logia user might transcend to a state where they are indistinguishable from the natural forces they command, a living, breathing personification of their element, impacting weather patterns, landscapes, and even ecosystems. It's not just an upgrade in power, it's a fundamental shift in their very being, merging identity with the element in profound ways. Paramecia awakenings stretch the user's will into their surroundings. For Logias, imagine merging with your element on an epic scale. Think beyond controlling fire or ice, we're talking about a walking inferno, or a living blizzard, covering whole islands or seas. This could mean a Logia's user's consciousness spreading across their element, giving them an almost omnipresent power. The implications? Huge. They could twist weather patterns and create natural disasters. We all know that Oda is going to reveal the secrets of Logia awakenings eventually, but in the meantime, why not cook up some theories and ideas to satisfy our curiosity? Now, when it comes to Logia awakenings, I've got a theory that's been swirling around in my head. Picture this. Logia users reaching a whole new level of power where their abilities start to develop a mind of their own. Not literally, but in a way that reflects the true nature of a force of nature. Think about it. Logias are all about controlling and manifesting elements of nature, right? So why not take that concept to the next level? Imagine a fire Logia spreading like wildfire, engulfing an entire land in flames, evaporating water sources, and cranking up the heat to insane levels. It's like Yamato's Bankai from Bleach, turning it up to 11. Or picture a wind Logia causing an entire land to become a chaotic mess of tornadoes and hurricanes. But it's not just about raw power. A Logia awakening means that their elemental abilities take on a life of their own. Behaving chaotically, just like nature itself, they'd consume everything in their path and transform the battlefields into utter chaos, a true representation of their element. Now, let's talk about the evidence. Remember that epic showdown between Akainu and Aokiji on Punk Hazard? That battle lasted a mind-boggling 10 days and turned the entire island's climate upside down. Sure, we could argue that it was just prolonged battle between the magma and ice, but really, could climate change that dramatically in just 10 days and still act all crazy even a year later? My theory is that Akainu and Aokiji used awakening Logia powers during their battle and unleashed them on the island. The result? The island itself got transformed into their respective devil fruit elements. However, because their powers clashed and tried to obliterate each other, the island ended up as half ice and half magma. This might also explain why they decided to take their fight to a whole different island, to prevent any permanent damage to marine bases or other important stuff. Now, take Enel for instance. When he got serious during the Skypiea arc, he turned into this colossal lightning entity that just wreaked havoc. It's like he became a living, electrifying storm. And Green Bull, Ryokyogyu, too, showed a similar monstrous form during a brief glimpse of his power. These moments make you wonder if these Logia users had awakened their devil fruits. Next, Caesar Clown, the mad scientist who brought us those zany smile fruits, is another intriguing case. He also showed a huge form at Punk Hazard. I wouldn't be surprised if he figured out how to manipulate himself to reach an awakened state. After all, he is a genius when it comes to devil fruit research. Imagine what he could do if he unleashed his Logia powers to their fullest potential. Picture this. Caesar unleashes his Logia power to their absolute fullest potential. We're talking about a guy who can turn himself into gas, control the atmosphere, and probably whip up a mean chemical concoction while he's at it. He'd be like the party animal of Logia users, except his party might involve toxic fumes and uncontrollable laughter. And then there's Crocodile, the San fruit user. He pulled off something pretty spectacular in Alabasta. Not only did he drive the entire kingdom, changing its weather and climate for years, but he also made it seem like it could keep it that way for as long as he was around. This makes me think he's already awakened his devil fruit. I mean, if Crocodile could turn a lush green kingdom into a desert wasteland that won't see rain again, that's some serious Logia awakening power right there. It makes me wonder what other Logia users might be hiding up their sleeves. The implications of such awakenings in the One Piece world are profound. They would not only redefine the abilities of these characters, but also the strategic landscape of the entire series. Battles would no longer be confined to simple clashes of strength, but would become complex engagements involving environmental manipulation and large-scale strategic planning. This kind of power could shift the balance in the new world, making Logia users akin to natural disasters. So, what does this mean for the Grand Line? Logia awakenings could turn the tide of naval battles, make islands bow to their will, and shift the power balance in the new world. Yonkos and admirals with these powers could become unstoppable forces, reshaping the map as they see fit. This isn't just a power-up, it's a game-changer for the entire One Piece saga. With such possibilities, the anticipation of an official revelation of Logia awakenings grows. How will Ochida Ora, the series creator, surprise us? Will these theories hold water, or will he unveil something even more extraordinary? Only time will tell. But until then, we can continue to theorize and imagine the limitless possibilities of the One Piece universe. Now I turn the helm over to you, Nakama. What are your theories on Logia awakenings? How do you think they'll impact the One Piece narrative? Share your thoughts in the comments below and let's discuss this together.